What is up, beautiful human? In this video, I'm going to share with you my comeback plan because Meta has deleted my Instagram account and it does not look like I'm going to get it back. I'm not totally giving up hope, but the first few routes that I have gone have not been fruitful. I have some backup plans right now, but honestly, it's just taking too long. And it's been about a week and a bit, and I'm done being passive about it. And so I've made my plan. I have my next moves. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what my comeback plan is. And I'm just going to dive right in. So like the challenge is if I shared a post about this earlier, but so I had my first viral reel. It's like 60, 70,000 views, 3,000 new leads, tons of conversations started, amazing prospects in my inbox. And it was on the heels of that my account was deleted. Now, I can make a bunch of meanings about that. I did. I'm not going to anymore. Just interesting. Okay. The next thing that was was shitty is I had a whole, like, all of my retargeting is totally messed up now. And with my ads, I had, a huge audience of retargeting that was Instagram followers and engagers, and that data is gone. And my retargeting ads are not performing, which is unfortunate. And then the third big challenge for me was like really looking at it. Wasn't huge and over, like I've experienced myself as pretty chill around it, but also like could still notice this passive, like, oh, poor me, oh, that really sucks. And yeah, I have like an aversion to the victim mindset, and I just noticed it in myself, and I'm like, okay. So these are like, that sucks. These are some of the challenges I'm dealing with. Here is, what kind of happened and what has been happening. And then I'm going to share with you my comeback plan. I'm also going to be giving a gift because I had to go back into my resources. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I found some gems. I'm going to put a link to it on this document. If you want this document with the gem, comment Instagram and stick around to the end and I'll show you what it is. It's going to be worth it. All right. So here's like the process, how things are rolling is number one, it was like, just remaining, like getting angry isn't going to solve anything, and just remaining calm. And I have been pretty good at that. I've maintained my, routines, and then reached out to Meta. That was a disaster. Okay, I'm just in a circle. Nobody's getting anywhere. So I reached out to my network, and I have lots of friends who have big accounts, and this has happened to them before. They've been able to get it back. They knew connections. So I have two right now who are working on my behalf to help me get it back. No promises, but I have some connections. So thank God for that. And now it might only be 7 days, but it feels like forever, and nothing's moving, and I'm feeling frustrated, and I'm done. I'm done like feeling that way or feeling like I can't do anything, because I can. And I can really only, there's lots of things that are out of my control, but there are so many things that are in my control. And I just have to get really clear on what those are. And that's part of what this is. So no longer taking the passive approach, reframing the victim mindset. Like this could actually be an amazing opportunity. And I've decided I'm going to launch a new account. And I'm going to launch a new strategy. We're going to go about doing that now. And I'm just going to share this. So forever, well, not forever, but for the last 5 or 6 years, I have been running ads of my own clients' accounts. Over the years, there's like, you try lots of things, but there's like, once you've seen it all, you just kind of like, this is forcing me to go back to the basics. Like, okay, just like go back to the basics. And what are the basics? Well, if, ultimately what you want is a new client, there's like a series of things that happens. It kind of looks like you give stuff away for free, you qualify, or actually you invite people to take the next step. Then you qualify, and then you close. And this can look like, this is typically a form. This is typically a call. This is typically like a freebie. And this is like, I don't know, content, let's say. But this is like kind of how it happens. In fact, this is a meta thing that's happening. What am I doing here? I'm giving something away for free. When I give something away for free, I'm going to invite you to take a step towards me. And some of you might qualify and some of you might. And those who do might end up on a call with me. All right. So it's like just going back to the basics. This is the whole thing. But the thing that Instagram has done, or the part that a lot of people struggle with, is like, well, how do I get people to give stuff to and to like go into this flow? And when it comes to running ads, there's like three kind of main things that work well for this. And I would say I've mostly been focused on this last one, which is free training. So this is like a free training. And so I run ads directly to Skool. And that's what I've been doing for a while. But before I did that, I did two other things. I ran follow me ads to Instagram, and I ran DM me ads. And I haven't run those in a minute, but that was a large part of like how I grew my account to 25,000 people. And also, like, I did this while I was developing the skill of creating content. I wasn't that great at creating content, but I needed leads. And so this was a good way to get leads. And while I like developed the skill of getting better at content. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a new account, and I'm going to launch these two ad campaigns, and I'm going to grow my account from scratch. And I think I'm going to do it a lot faster and a lot cheaper than I did before. I don't have I should have probably picked a username before this, but I don't have it. But when I do, follow me. Okay. I'm going to be sharing the journey. And this is it. All right. And so this is, if you are wondering, like, how do I run ads and what should I run ads? And I'm starting from ground zero. These are the three options that you have. These ones will help you to grow your Instagram, and this one will help you to grow your school. But all of them, they're still all doing the same thing. Giving stuff away, you're connecting with people, you're inviting people to work with you, to apply. Right? So that's what I'll be doing. Now, some of the myths and the mindsets I'm just like getting present to that you might have that might stop you from doing any of these or doing these in a way that like doesn't actually work. So I used to have this. Follower and DM me ads are shitty leads. And then I discovered something. My shitty ads gave me shitty leads. It doesn't matter what type of ad you're running. Follow me, DM me. It's like, it's your authority. So this is something that'll be interesting, is like, on a new account, I have zero authority. I have zero social status. So I'm expecting, I think I put it down here. I'm expecting it to suck. Okay. It's going to suck for a little bit, and that's fine. I'm expecting that. And it's not about the follower ad or the school ad or the gimmick or the funnel or the thing. It's about your quality of message, your clarity, and your conviction. Okay? I used to blame, I'm like, I'm shadow banned for sure. I still think maybe I am. However, even if I am or I'm not, the belief that I hold is the reason I'm not getting reach is because my content is not good. Because if I blame the algorithm, I have no power. But if I take ownership that the fact that I'm not getting reach with my organic content is because my content's not that great, then it forces me to get better at content. It's a skill. Okay, another mistake I could make, or maybe you could make, is if you choose to write, you let AI write your content for you. I have created an amazing army of AI agents that help me with everything. It's phenomenal. A few of them are content, so the daily content creator and the daily emailer. These are great, but I'm not saying, here, write me an email. The whole act of creating it's a back and forth. It's like a co-creative experience. So it's like, number one, where does the idea come from? I'm not asking AI for the idea. I'm looking at my life and saying, What just happened? What's in my calendar? What was on the coaching call? What was relevant? What did I do? Let me create a piece of content about that. Okay, so that, like this is like, what am I doing? And what did I do? So I'm not, because that's the only thing that we have. When AI can write better, but they can't write your story. And so this is going to become more important. It's going to be about documenting. It's going to be about, I'm not going to edit this. This is just me free flowing. I think that's what people want. It's what I like. It's like, it's refreshing. Okay, next thing is that somehow I deserve anything. Like I'm entitled to something. I'm not. None of us are. I think when you have like an entitled mind, you're like expecting that you should have lots of money or have lots of followers or like should be somewhere other than you're not. Yeah, it's just like the entitleitis isn't conducive to growing a following, to growing an audience, to building a business. Okay, and I'm not under the illusion that this is going to be fast, cheap, or easy. It might be, but I'm not expecting that. Just like if you're growing a business to your first 10K, that's not fast, cheap, or easy. Okay, going from 10 to 50K, it can be fast, it can be cheap, and it can be easy, but it's definitely not going to be all three of those things at the same time. And so I'm not under that illusion. Growing my account, getting my account back, it's like, yeah, it's probably going to suck, and that's fine. I choose it. I choose the suck. All right, so here's like the recap, and then I'm going to give you, I've already exposed it. I'm going to give you the Instagram ads course that I'm going to follow that shows you exactly how to run these kinds of ads. So if you want that, just comment Instagram below here. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can comment, or you can just go into the Skool community and comment on this post. I'll put the link in the video, and I will unlock this course for you. And just to recap, a couple of just key points as I chart my comeback story. You can only focus on what you can control. I have no control over the algorithm. There's lots of things I don't have control over, but what can I take control of today? Can't always choose what happens, but you can choose how you react. So I can sit there and be like, woe is me. Or I can just choose to genuinely, it doesn't matter. It's like I have a view of like my life, who I am, what's going on. Like, so what? Like, doesn't matter. This isn't real. Without going into the can of worms on that, but it's like I feel very like free, connected to God, and like, free, I suppose. And that's me choosing a way of like looking and interpreting life and the situation from. That has me be empowered. 3 stages of funnels. I did say that there are 3 kinds of funnels. Also, like if you are just starting, you can start with any of these. But like the easy button or like these leads are probably like, for example, $1. These might be $5, and this might be $10. Depends on industry and niche, and it might be more like 1, 3, and 5. But that is like the stages in the order for affordability. Those are the 3 funnels we're going to roll with. And lastly, it's probably going to suck. And that's okay. All right, so if you want the Instagram ads course that will show you how to do the follow me ads and the DM me ads, comment Instagram. I'll give you this PDF, and I'll put the link to that on here. All right. I'll also share with you my Instagram link when it goes live. All right. Peace out, everybody.